So welcome everyone, wherever we are. I think Delhi, Mumbai, New Zealand, Renuka, I think you're in Singapore. So Singapore, wherever we are, so welcome. It's a difficult time zone everywhere, so we will manage with that. We are grateful for Jo to be staying up so late, past her bedtime, in spite of all the restrictions at 8:30. I think it's close to 8:39 at her end. I will briefly read the mission statement. This is called, just give me a minute. This is what happens when you always prepare and over prepare and then you don't find it. Just give me a minute. I don't know it by heart, so I apologize. By now we should be knowing our mission statements by heart. So I'm going to give myself 1 more minute. Today I'm kind of multitasking in my head in many ways.
I can get mine if you'd like me,
I got it.
Chandra.
I'm not so bad. So helping parents heal is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents to becoming shining light parents by providing support and resources to aid in the healing process. We go a step beyond other groups by allowing open discussion of spiritual experiences and evidence for the afterlife in a non-dogmatic way. Affiliate groups welcome everyone regardless of religious or non-religious background and allow for open dialogue. Attendance today at Helping Parents Heal meeting is voluntary. We are here for the benefit of learning from and sharing with each other and other parents whose child has passed away. It is understood that our discussions are intended to be confidential and not designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. However, these Zoom meetings are very helpful to parents all around the world, and they are posted on YouTube so that affiliate members who are not able to attend live can also watch. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers to allow parents to be informed about many possible ways to heal, to connect with their children, and to learn about afterlife. The views expressed by our guests do not necessarily reflect those of HPH, and we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. With that said and done, I welcome Jo Greaney. I hope I'm pronouncing your surname right, but we know Jo so well. Very warm welcome from the heart to Jo. Jo is more than a friend. She wears the cap of an affiliate leader for the Australia New Zealand group, and I will ask her to introduce herself, but I would like to say that Jo has been, apart from being an affiliate leader, she's done a lot in terms of her spiritual learning. She's helped parents in terms of support and helping them learn about afterlife, about how to connect with children. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. A warm, caring, compassionate woman full of love, packed with love. That's how I see her. And welcome Jo to HPH India. We hope to learn from you, and we hope to go ahead with whatever tools you give us today.
What a beautiful introduction. Thank you so much, Chandra. It's so beautiful to be here, and I feel so honored to be able to spend some time with you all. And I'm sorry that we all are. I'm sorry that we are part of this group, but I'm so grateful to each and every one of you that we are here together. I live in New Zealand. The temperature is quite different for me compared to a lot of you, I'm sure. And it's 7:30 p.m. in my evening, so it's quite reasonable, really, Chandra. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I have written a little bit, and I've got a beautiful book with some poems, and I just wanted to open with this beautiful poem, and I speak from my heart. So my intention is to connect and be with you and your beautiful children as we step together and have a sense of holding each other. And this is a beautiful book called Resilient Grieving by Dr. Lucy Hone, and a New Zealand lady. And so the poem, a child of mine. I will lend you for a little time, a child of mine, he said, for you to love the while he lives and mourn for when he's dead. It may be 6 or 7 years or 22 or 3, but will you, till I call him back, take care of him for me? He'll bring his charms to gladden you, and should his stay be brief, you'll have his lovely memories as solace for your grief. I cannot promise he will stay, since all from earth return. But there are lessons taught down there I want this child to learn. I've looked the wide world over in search for teachers true, and from the throngs that crowd life's lanes, I have selected you. Now will you give him all your love, nor think the labour vain, nor hate me when I come to call, excuse me, and take him back again. I fancied that I heard them say, Dear Lord, thy will be done. For all the joys the child shall bring, the risk of grief will run. We'll shelter him with tenderness, we'll love him while we may, and for all the happiness we have known, forever grateful stay. But should the angels call for him much sooner than we've planned, we'll brave the bitter grief that comes and try to understand. It's such a beautiful, beautiful poem, and it comes with pain, and it hurts, and there is still an element of beauty in it. So I have read that poem over and over to myself, and sought comfort in some ways from it. Our story is that my husband of nearly 25 years and I have 3 beautiful children, our 2 daughters, our 3 granddaughters, and our youngest and only son, Dylan, who is in spirit. He transitioned by suicide December 1st in 2019 and was living in Australia at the time. So I had to go to war to be able to bring him home. And the day after his 20th birthday, we finally had him arrive home to us in our small community that we live in. So I had to find my brave, and with her, I have to practice every single day, as I practice now being here with all of you, to be with my brave and honor her. There's another beautiful poem that I'd love to share with you about being brave. And I find that my alone and my thoughts can sometimes steer me in ways that are not serving and are not honoring my heart and not honoring my son. And so these things that I share with you have been really helpful as I've been curious with my grief, and as I've sought to try to notice the beauty and sense the signs and the feelings and the messages that have come. They have come, and not without work. And so there are many ways to be brave in this world. Sometimes bravery involves laying down your life for something bigger than yourself or for someone else. Sometimes it involves giving up everything you have ever known or everyone you have ever loved for the sake of something greater. But sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it is nothing more than gritting your teeth through pain and the work of every day, the slow walk towards a better life. That is the sort of bravery I must have now. I remember reading that in those first weeks and not even being able to comprehend what on earth brave looked like, let alone felt. And from where I stand now, I can honestly say that with practice, she has arrived and she continues to grow. I have a daily mantra that I absolutely love. And Chandra, you've heard me say it before. It's 4 sentences. I have it written on my walls. I have it written everywhere. And it really, really soothes my heart. Be gentle with you, just as you are. You are a living thing, a home to a life, a memory to someone, a miracle with a heartbeat. Because it is easy to forget her. It is so easy to forget our hearts, and she matters too. Forgiveness of ourselves can often be easier than finding forgiveness for myself. Sorry, forgiveness for others can often be easier than finding forgiveness for myself. Dylan passing by suicide really, really tested my faith and my belief and my ability to choose life. Compassion and empathy for others can automatically arrive. It's so much easier to be able to share love and compassion with others, and it can be most difficult for ourselves. So as I seek to find my self-forgiveness and my self-compassion, I feel a sense of love in honouring my son and the love he continues to have for his mama, who he loves and adores completely. Dylan's so much more than his death, and he's so much more than the photographs that we have on our walls. And it's my privilege and my honour to bring him with me into our future together. And I do that every day in every way that I possibly can. I'm so fortunate to have a knowing, as I have sought to seek and find, if you like, to have a sense of playing hide and seek with my son in spirit, and be open to what that could be, what it, the possibilities of what it might be. And in this beautiful group of Helping Parents Heal, there are those who have showed me what that can be. I want to share with you that we've just passed the 2-year mark of Dylan's transition, and the 1st of December is very close to the 10th of December, which is also his birthday. And the 1st of December, his transition day, there is no celebration for me. There is honour and there is love. And so I arrived to the 1st of December this year seeking a sense of honouring love and what that might look like. And I treated myself in lots of ways, and I received so many beautiful signs, including oracle cards, including meeting with friends that I've met along the way with this journey. And I felt a sense of my son with me as I tried to find the beauty amongst the love of that day as well. I feel a sense of Dylan with me a lot. And I have done lots of classes, and I have a daily meditation practice that I do most days. I miss days like everybody. Life happens. And so again, to be gentle with me is so, so important. And my heart is being honoured in the ways that I can do things. I'm so privileged and honoured to receive so many signs from Dylan. He comes to me as beautiful heart clouds in the sky, and just those times when the doubt starts arriving, and then to see the numbers, the 123 time or the 444 time, and then I'm quickly to go and find out what the meaning, what the message is behind those numbers. And it's always a beautiful little heart-lifting experience. And so I choose to take those. I choose to believe those. And it's not for anybody else to tell me otherwise, because if it gives my heart a sense of warmth and a sense of comfort, I'm going to do that, because my son would want me to do that. And in fact, my family want that for me too. It's a wonderful experience to be able to have others curious with you and to seek from you what this could all look like and how your experiences are. And in that it also validates the experiences that you're having. So it is a wonderful thing to be a part of a group like this, where we can arrive and talk about the treachery and the despair as much as the love and the uplifting signs and evidence that we get given. I wondered if there was questions and where we wanted to go from here. I have my cards ready to draw some cards with you all, and I play. So as long as everybody is happy with doing that, I get drawn to a card set, and then I'll draw a card and we can see as a group what the messages are. Shall I go ahead and do that?
Does anyone have any questions to ask Jo before she starts with the cards? You can unmute and ask, and Renuka, you can type in the chat if you have any questions. Okay, so I will read it out to Jo, so don't worry. If there are no questions, then Jo, you're free to take the session ahead as you wish. Let the spirit guide you.
I just want to ask
away.
I just want Jo to just explain what an oracle card is. I'm not so familiar.
Oh, you are asking the right person. So oracle cards are like these. I'm not going to tell you exactly how many I have, because Dylan's birthday, I ended up gathering a number of them, but there are all sorts of beautiful oracle cards. These are the Archangel oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and what they do, I believe what they do is that spirit guides us towards messages from them through the cards.
I see.
Through the cards. So there is a process that we follow, and I did on YouTube, I did a presentation about oracle cards in a more formal type of way. I think you can access that. It was with Paige Lee's group. Maybe could you put that in the chat, maybe, Chandra? Paige Lee with an I, Paige. And if you search and
Paigele.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Paige Lee is an HPH parent. She and Jo do group sessions together. So maybe we can have both of you all, maybe Jo at some other point, to talk about what it is, the tarot reading and the cards, a little bit more explanatory maybe. So we can do this, if you're interested as a group.
All right.
I'm really happy to. And so I was just going to show you the beautiful, beautiful cards.
Yeah, they look gorgeous. They look like beautiful paintings.
Really beautiful. And the cards, like this beautiful one here, it says spread your wings.
Yeah.
And so we can interpret whatever we want to from the oracle card messages. There are certain ways that people have a formal way of being able to draw cards and do spreads as such. I take more of a informal and a playful attitude with the cards, because it feels right with me. It feels right for me, and I just love the messages that unfold, and I get really, really surprised. So I have these beautiful guardian angel cards in my hand. Let's see if and what comes up and whether it resonates for any of you. There's a beautiful guidebook that also comes with a lot of the decks, and so you can draw the card, and then we can go to the guidebook and get a deeper understanding of what that card represents as well. So you just shuffle the cards. I've cleared all of these cards, and energetically I've cleansed them and I've made them my own. And I just have my own little sayings that I have, which I've done before the session began tonight, about Archangel Michael watching over us as we share time together, and for messages of love and comfort to come through for us. as they can. And there is no right and wrong. We just need to trust in the universe. And this card, patience. Isn't it beautiful? Patience. So relevant in our grief journey.
Oh, and it shows gardening and watering. So that's beautiful. So you have to be patient for the garden to bloom.
And not only the garden. Let me read. Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. That is a beautiful message for all of us about the beauty of patience, and something we sometimes find quite challenging. I know I do. Let me just go to the book. So it comes with a little booklet, and then we can go into more of what a deeper understanding. Hi, Anal, you've arrived.
I'm a little worried because she's driving and she's watching us. And I'll pull over somewhere. I'm worried.
She's talking and she's on mute.
Yeah.
You're on mute.
No, she's not on mute, but I think she's just listening to us, I guess.
Oh, yes, perfect.
Yeah, continue.
So, additional message for the patience card. It takes time for a seedling to push through the ground and manure into a flower-bearing plant. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading it. I'll start again. It takes time for a seedling to push through the ground and mature into a flower-bearing plant. Yet, each moment of a plant's life cycle can bring joy to those who notice its beauty. In the same way, enjoy the process of realizing your dreams. Slow down and feel gratitude as each step brings your manifestation into tangible form. Notice the lessons and the love that spring from every moment that you engage in acting upon your dreams. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful message? Archangel Jophiel helps us experience more grace and peace in our lives through slowing down and noticing the beauty that already surrounds us all. She asks us to savor and enjoy each moment rather than hinging our happiness on some future goals. Call upon Jophiel anytime you feel rushed, stressed, or unhappy. She'll increase your awareness and appreciation of life's everyday miracles. What a gorgeous card. No coincidences at this time of year. Slowing down, find our calm. Be patient with ourselves. This is a gorgeous deck. I have another deck here that I often pull cards for myself. I find it such a soothing source of comfort to pull cards for myself and for others. And I don't always share them with other people because not everybody wants to receive at that particular time. But I often receive messages from other mothers, particularly that I've connected with, asking me to pull, can you please pull me a card, Jo, if they're having a particularly hard time and they just need a little bit of a lightness to their day or a little bit of comfort. And it's such a privilege to do it. It's so beautiful. These cards are they're such treasures to me. Well, they all are, but these ones particularly, postcards from Spirit. They are pictures. They're like an old-fashioned postcard. Can you see?
Yes. Oh, yes.
And then it's the writing. It's like it's posted from heaven to us. It's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. These are probably my most used cards, to be honest. The ones that I share love with a lot. Oh, that one's upside down. Let's see what this one says. Beautiful card. Dearest you, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you would like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy. You act messy and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free, loving you so much, always and forever. Such a beautiful message. And again, on the same theme as the different deck about patience. It's so, there's no coincidences. It's amazing how things unfold and what the messages are that come through. Does anybody have any other questions or anything that I can discuss or share with you in any way?
If you'll want Jo to pick up a card specifically, say maybe Nandita, you want her to pick up a card specifically for you or for Anjula or for Renuka, y'all can do that, because currently she's doing a very generic deck. So we take these signs or whatever she's saying applicable to whoever is feeling that way at that particular time. For example, the first one on patience resonated massively with me, 99.9%, because I'm doing certain tasks and I'm very curious and very impatient that it should happen quickly, and it's taking its own time. So I take that back, saying that that patience was for me. So when she's doing a general deck, we can take this what she's reading specifically to how we are feeling. The second did not resonate, but the first one was a biggie for me. So if you want a specific one to be pulled for you, go ahead and do it.
I
Yes,
would
Anjali.
love that.
Yeah, I want to say something. The cards are wonderful lessons, but I know it resonates to you, but I think everything resonates to everybody. We are all in a place where, live in the present. Like, I mean, that is a thing which all of us need to do, because it's a day at a time.
Yes.
If we go back, it's pain. If we go future, it looks empty. So, I mean, and so many things, that also is true, because our expectations is what causes us so many problems. So I think those were generic. I mean, they're wonderful and we need to be told them, but I did not feel that they were really specific. I wouldn't mind having one specific thing, if you don't mind, Jo.
Sure, let's try. Let's try. I have this beautiful Archangel Raphael healing oracle cards. And Archangel Raphael is specifically, his color is green, which is the color of the cards, but he is all about healing with us and so many other things. But yeah, definitely about healing. So let's pull a card and see what comes of that, Anjula. It's a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing. And I'll go to the guidebook and see what the deeper level is as well. Gorgeous picture. Purple, my favorite color, Anjula. Obviously, I've got purple on. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask for your healing help with a specific situation. So this is what you could say if you wanted to, Anjula. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask for your healing help with the specific situation. Thank you for your divine healing intervention. And I'll just get the book and see what the book says. That's such a gorgeous, can you see that picture well? Overlooking you. Let me just bear with me a second. Here we go. This is the little book. The healing angels want to help you, yet they can't violate your free will. So this card is a reminder to ask Archangel Raphael's help, for Archangel Raphael's healing help for everything that you need assistance with. Raphael is an unlimited being whose sole purpose is to bring God's will of peace through physical and emotional health. So it's his pleasure and his purpose to help you with your healing concerns. However, you must ask before he can help you. So ask. Remember to ask Raphael for help with every detail. Notice and follow divine guidance that you will receive as a way of co-creating the answer to your prayer. Keep asking for help until your prayers have all been answered. Don't tell Raphael how to help you, just ask for help and let heaven figure out the best method to assist.
Yeah,
So call upon Archangel Raphael, Angela.
I will do so, but I don't actually think of any specific situation right now, Joe. I am not, there's nothing
No, that's
coming up right now. It's a generalized thing, I think, which we all do feel, a kind of disconnect from what is happening around. Like she's talked about
yes.
people. It's a disconnect when you drive by and you see the lights and you see the thing. It's there, but it's not really there. So, but
Yes.
there's nothing specific that I know of. But yes, and as for believing, I do believe. I mean, I have felt my son from the first day. That is what has got me going, you know. He guides me and I feel him, and it's a sense of immense comfort to me. Like I believe, because I'm a science person, I did not, but I feel him. And things have happened which are really amazing to me. So
Yes.
that's the thing, like, but I do not, whenever I am in a situation, I can feel him coming to me. When I think of his death, it's like he's telling me, Mommy, what is done is done. You need to move forward. You cannot go back and undo it. It's done. So let's move. So many things like that, you know. But I do not know, Joe. I don't know. I love what you said, and I loved what you said, but I cannot connect it to me right now in a specific place. Yeah.
It's okay. That's so okay.
Yeah.
Lots of times signs come to me and they don't make sense. And it's not until the following days or even weeks later. And when I reflect back, I think, oh my goodness, that's what that was about. I had no idea at the time. I didn't even realize it was a sign or that there was a message. And that's okay too. Sometimes it's about just the trust which you have and the belief, and then the awareness comes as you look back. I would really love to, I don't know why, Angela, but I'd really love to pull a flower card for you. Can I do that?
Please, I like that. Please do.
Flowers are so beautiful and I'm
love
so
them
lucky. Yes. And at the moment, I have beautiful flowers in my garden because it's summer. So I just wanted to pull one of these for you, and then we can go to somebody else and see. One just flicked out at me. What is the flower? Sorry, lotus. The lotus flower, which has actually quite a spiritual meaning too. Beautiful pink. Chakra clearing. By clearing your chakras, you open yourself up to profound wisdom. I'll just have a look at the book. Just 1 second. Just 1 second, please. And I do this for fun. It is not a dream of mine to do this in a professional manner. So please come with me for the ride.
Yes.
I don't have much expectation.
That's okay.
Chakra clearing. Lotus. By clearing your chakras, you open yourself up to profound wisdom. Clearing your chakras, the energy centers located all over your body, regularly balances your mind, body, and spirit. Do you have an awareness of your chakras, Angela?
I do. And actually, I love the lotus flower. It really appeals to me. It grows in the dirty pond and it's so clean and so beautiful. So every time I see it, it actually reminds me, like, whatever's happening around me, you know, I need to keep my own self centered and my own self and what I'm looking at and where I'm going clear. So that is.
I love that. No, there's no coincidences. There's more to share yet. There's no coincidences.
Thank you.
Think of chakras as filters. They catch undesirable energies and psychic dust that bring your vibration down. You can work with the magical lotus flowers to cleanse your energy. As you meditate on the image of the lotus blossoming, your chakras match this intention and gently open, releasing all lower energies. you can learn more about chakras and clearing methods in the by going online and doing all sorts of beautiful things. This card also asks you to work more closely with the archangels Metatron and Raziel. Metatron helps bring balance to all aspects of your life by clearing your energy, and Raziel is a magical wizard who teaches you deep spiritual concepts and philosophies. By connecting to these archangels and the flowers, you'll be taken to new heights. It's a beautiful thing, and your awareness of the lotus flower, I think, is a beautiful thing too. If you're just envisioning in your mind when you're meditating or taking some quiet time. That's beautiful. Thank you for
Thank you so much.
allowing me.
Thank you.
Jo, can I take a minute because I just Renuka has put a lot on chat. I just want to quickly read it before you go to Nandita, and then we go back to Renuka. She wrote, just when I woke up a few days ago, I clearly saw a white rose with a red dot below. I was not dreaming it, mind you. It was so clear and vivid. Dark green background. The white rose was in full bloom. I just saw the rose, no stalk, no leaves or thorns. It lasted for a few seconds. Okay, does that mean anything? And then she writes again, I did not even know you were going to take out the flower cards. I had asked my son for a lotus a few days ago as a sign.
Isn't that beautiful? Here we all are, and you know, the messages are not just for one person. There's so much interaction, and I truly believe and know that our children are together. Our children are together, with us connecting, with them connecting. Beautiful, beautiful love continues on. Yes. I just want to show this as a beautiful white rose.
Oh God.
I'm going to just read it. I'm just going to read it. Is that okay?
Yes, yes, yes. Renuka's listening, so I think
I
can hear you.
I'm trying to show you. I'm just trying to show. There it is.
Yeah.
That's just so divine. Yeah. Purification, the white rose. By purifying your life of negative people, places, and experiences, you attain true peace. I think that's an interesting perspective. And I know in my grief, I've had to be really aware of negative people who mean well, but arrive and drain me. And I didn't have the energy for them and what their take on whatever it was about me or my grief or whatever my journey was. It just didn't serve me. Let's see what the book says. Receiving this card shows that your body and energy are craving peace, and the purity of white rose will serve as your guiding light. It's time for you to take a well-deserved rest, but to do so, you must clear away the negativity from your life. Start by finding the source of lower energies that have been coming to you. Take a look at the people you're spending time with. These may not be individuals who will help you achieve your life purpose. By continuing to interact with them, you're preventing yourself from reaching a state of peace. Please don't deny yourself this gift of serenity any longer. The archangels Metatron, Michael, and Raphael are with you now and wish to help you make this transition. Ask them for help in finding high vibration people and calming places to enjoy your leisure. They may also urge you to do some physical purifying. A good place to start would be sorting through your wardrobe and donating unused clothing to charity. You'll be enjoying peace and tranquility sooner than you think. That's an interesting card, isn't it? Purification, and that came to you a few days ago. There are just no coincidences.
She writes back, Jo, that is awesome. Thank you.
And so to always think of the white rose and the lotus flower, Angela, just to think and reflect back on it. And when you can, buy yourself a picture or whatever it is to bring back that loving thought and process of what that flower means for you is a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing.
Nandita.
So, who would like the card next?
Nandita.
Nice, Nandita. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going with what I feel. Be it right, be it wrong. We're just playing. Magical Messages with the Fairies by Doreen Virtue. She stopped making her cards and gone back to her face. So a lot of these cards, you know, she speaks of prayer and speaks of God, and I think we can all interpret that in our own perspectives and for what's true for us. I don't take offense in any way to any of it. I just reinterpret it in a way that feels right for me, which is what I ask all of you to do with what we're sharing tonight. These cards I haven't had for very long. I got these on Dylan's birthday, in fact. I just will show you the pictures. They are just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards.
Yeah, these are beautiful.
They are beautiful. And purple.
And purple.
And fairies for you, Nandita, fairies.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Purple and fairies, yeah.
So, do you like fairies, Nandita?
No, I'm very attached to the color purple. So when you picked up the box, purple means a lot.
Isn't that interesting, Nandita? Isn't that interesting? My 3 children, my son and 2 daughters and I, all, that's our favorite color. It's so funny. Oh, and look,
Wow.
for you too, purple. Purple is a really spiritual color too, I believe, and very highly rated with the higher vibrations in our chakras, Angela. So it's interesting, very interesting. I pulled birthday card and then I second guessed myself. Is there a birthday coming up soon for anybody in your family?
It's today.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Whose birthday?
My husband's.
Oh, wow. So, look, the innocence and the balloons, that is so beautiful. And do you know what I nearly did? I nearly put it back because I thought, oh, no, I've made a mistake. And there it is. A significant birthday holds the answer to your question. I don't know if you have a question. I don't know. It might come to you at another time. Let's see what the deeper message is with that card. You drew this card because your birthday or the birth date of a significant person in your life is pivotal to answering your question. Perhaps you'll meet someone special at a birthday party, or a departed loved one in heaven is celebrating his birthday with him today. I said him with him. Of course. Of course.
Your baby is celebrating the birthday today, for sure.
This card is also to signify that the event you desire will occur by your next birthday. Trust your first thought or feelings as to the specific meaning of this card for you, as it's a powerful message. That's so beautiful. Heaven is helping someone who had a recent birthday or whose birthday is imminent. You'll receive a special gift soon. Give yourself the present that you desire. You'll encounter a positive sign about an upcoming birth. Expect the birth of a new business or a new project. Wow, I look forward to hearing what comes of all of that. And how beautiful to know your husband, that, you know, you are not celebrating on your own.
So we spoke about it this morning. This is so special, Jo. Thank you so much. Because now let me just say all the special things. The reason color purple is so special to me is because it's my daughter's favorite color forever. Always, always. everything was purple.
Wow.
So when you picked up the box, I thought in my head, wow.
She's sitting right here.
Yeah. And then, so last year, his birthday, uh, his birthday was the last birthday we celebrated together. And and we have our pictures together, and nothing could have prepared us that again this day wouldn't come. Nothing. So it was just I mean, I think that is a very, very significant thing which I want to share about today. About So I actually can't believe that it's birthday and it's the balloons, and that little picture was of a little baby girl. I don't know what to say, actually. I'm a little speechless.
I love that. And do you know what? She will love that too, that you are speechless and you can just relish in the love. Just relish in the love. I will send pictures of the cards. I'll try to remember, Angela, the cards that I draw, and I'll send pictures if you would like me to.
I would love it.
Okay, I'll send you pictures.
I want to share it with Amit today. I want to tell him, because this morning we were thinking that how she would be baking today.
It's so beautiful.
Renuka adds in the chat that purple was her son's favorite color too. So it looks like a lot of children are crashing our session today.
Can I show you what I'm wearing? Look.
Yeah, you're all purple too. So yes.
Purple.
You can
Now,
share the cards on you're a part of our group, so you can share it on Messenger, because all of us are there in the group as well, Jo. So whichever, or if you can send it to me, I send it to them. I mean, all of us are connected by Messenger. So if you want to share the cards, then you can just share the card pictures on Messenger with Anjula and Nandita and Renuka.
I don't think I would need to do it through the Facebook page, and it would be nice for them to have it, because then you can save it to your pictures.
Yes.
And I really, really, really encourage you to have a book that is only for signs and messages and feelings about receiving from spirit, because I know for me, I go back through that book and it really lifts me. It really comforts me, because those are mine and between my son and I. You know, it's such a beautiful thing.
Jo, a small request. So Renuka wants to know, can I have a card drawn too, or did I finish my turn? So I would request you to just pull a card for Renuka and maybe one for Anal before we close for the day, okay? So that I don't forget.
Of course, of course. So let's do one for
Renuka.
Let's do the Mother Mary.
Oh.
Mother Mary, Queen of Angels, and so much more. So much more for us all. Can you please help me pronounce her name?
It's Renuka. Her name is Renuka.
Renuka. Yeah, Renuka. Yeah. I'm so sorry about my pronunciation. Okay. Renuka. Let's see what the message is with this set of cards. And there is no right or wrong. You just get a sense of stopping the shuffle or pulling a card, or sometimes, a lot of times, a card falls out and it's called a jumper, and a card will fall out of the deck, and it really has often a strong message. A beautiful card, enthusiasm. Mother Mary over the baby Jesus. That's so relevant right at the moment. Whatever I am most passionate about is the direction I follow. Let's see what the card's deeper meaning is. How much time have we got left, please, Chandra?
For Renuka's turn and for Anal's turn. I think that should be good. So 10 minutes, something like that. Yeah.
Nice. Enthusiasm. Your question about what to focus upon is answered by examining where your natural interests lie. What do you enjoy doing? What issues stir your soul? Where would you like to make a positive difference? These are your passions, and your enthusiasm gives you the energy and motivation to take courageous action. Enthusiasm is positively contagious and helps others feel excited and happy. Mother Mary urges you to shine your light brightly. Let those around you know about your dreams, goals, hopes, and aspirations. Smile, share your feelings, and be authentic and accessible so that heaven and other people can join in your enthusiasm. How does that feel for you? How does that feel for you?
We wait for Renuka to put something in the chat. Oh, yes. She writes, enthusiasm and passion and Mother Mary are all very significant for her.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And the back of these cards is equally gorgeous.
Oh,
the artwork in itself is quite a wonder. Yay.
So we'll make sure that when Jo sends the pictures, I'll make sure that Renuka, you'll get it too, okay? So she'll put it on the Facebook page so everyone can see what it is.
I can try.
Yes.
I can try.
Yes, that's it. That's good enough.
Now.
Yes,
and
for
now,
Anal.
what am I?
Yes, for Anal. At least last one for Anal. Anal, last one to go.
Beautiful.
That's because she's struggling in a lot of spaces, and I want this.
Oh, yes. I'm going to the flower therapy cards again. Let's see what comes up.
Before you pull out, Renuka writes, my son always described me as an enthusiastic and passionate person. I've gotten back to mandala art after a long time. So what you said resonated with her, Jo. So, thank you.
That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. You know how I spoke earlier about practicing. I need to arrive and be gentle with me as I share these cards and these messages with you, because I think, who am I to be able to know anything about the messages and whatever that is? So I feel so humbled to be here and to know that they actually do have beautiful messages for your hearts. Okay. Wisteria, purple wisteria. Time to decide, the card says, Anal.
Okay.
Make a decision now so you can move forward. Let's see what the deeper meaning of that is. I'm sorry it takes me a few minutes to find. Time to decide. You're being guided to a decision now. There is a situation in your life where, through fear of making an incorrect choice, you've neglected to make any decision at all. This is preventing you from evolving and from learning the next steps in your life's journey. Solidifying your resolve now allows you to grow. You can release procrastination and get past this ego manifestation. You can never make a wrong choice, as all paths lead to the same result. I'm just going to say that again. You can never make a wrong choice, as all paths lead to the same result. It's more a matter of how quickly you arrive at your desired destination. The choice you feel more secure with is the right one. A path that leads to greater happiness, joy, comfort, and support is where you're being guided. Let go of fear and move forward.
That's beautiful, Jo. That's beautiful. Needed to hear this today. I don't know why, but I needed to hear this today.
Oh, I'm so glad, Anal. I'm so glad.
Together, as Chandra put in, neither of us has an easy life, but sometimes things happen so much all together and we are drawn back to our own loss, which is, I think that is the basic thing that happens with me. I get drawn to my pity party. And
Sometimes we need to sit there for a little while so that we can reconnect with our hearts, regroup, and then notice where the light is and start stepping towards it. But first we have to sit and recognize those two, recognize that light.
thank you so much, Jo. Thank you so much. It's bringing me.
You're so welcome, Anal.
Renuka adds that thank you, Jo. And Jo was the name of her roomie back in college. So I'm telling you, there's a parallel connection to Renuka happening right then and there, Amazing.
It's beautiful.
That's so nice.
So
I'm
beautiful.
happy for Renuka. I'm really very happy for Renuka, of course, for everybody, but I'm very happy for Renuka.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, Chandra.
Last, yes.
Postcards from Spirit.
Oh, wow.
These are such beautiful cards. I just put aside the first one I drew. And I may need some help to remember, or I can watch the recording. That one. Beautiful. The artwork is just gorgeous on all of the cards, and they're all so different. Dearest you, Chandra, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order, and we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter, whether it be too many stories in your mind, too many what ifs, or fearful thoughts of the past or the future. Instead, focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, and throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum as it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. See them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and to Spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
It's gorgeous.
What a gorgeous message.
It's gorgeous, and it makes absolute sense. The chaos is not within me, it's outside. And Naman has been trying to calm me down and saying that, let go and, things will sort out. Don't fret, don't worry. And I have done that yesterday. So I think that's a very serious message. Yes.
Wow.
Amazing.
And it resonated as well for I can't pronounce her name again.
To Renuka
I'm so
as well.
sorry.
Yes, she writes it resonates with me too, word to word. Yes.
It's so wonderful how that happens. It's so wonderful how that happens. Sometimes I sit in a group with others and the messages are not for me at all. And yet there are aspects of messages that ring true for me too. It's a beautiful thing to share this love. A beautiful thing. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, lovely.
Such a privilege. Such a privilege.
Thank you so much, Jo.
Thank you so much, Jo. Lovely meeting you. Lovely.
Jo, you're just a gorgeous person, a gorgeous human being to even lift our spirits during times like this, especially with festivities, with New Year coming upon us, with everything we are facing at our own individual end, I think for you to come on your own and volunteer and say, I will do this for HPH. I mean, I love you for that. I and Anal and Anjula and Nandita and Renuka, we thank you from the bottom of our heart.
Thank you so much, Chandra, for expressing ourselves so well. Thank you, and thank you for the birthday wishes.
You're welcome.
Anjula, you're coming home. We have to talk seriously. Renuka, be safe. Happy holidays. Have a peaceful time. And Nandita, big hugs. Share photographs of the birthday party cake. Okay, there's a cake happening. Anal, we'll catch up. Bye, Jo. Love you. Thank you so
Love
much.
you. Love you all.
All of
Bye.
y'all,
Thank you.
feel free to contact Jo. She's on our HPH, though she's an affiliate leader of another group. So if you want to ask her anything, feel free to do that, okay? So,
Please.
yeah.
Thank you.
Love you. Bye. Bye,
Love you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye-bye.
peaceful day.
Bye.
Bye.